Hey everybody, it's Brittany, and I wanted to do this really fun tag that has been going around for a few weeks. I believe I first saw it on Robin's Reflections page, and it's the Beetlejuice tarot tag. I originally did want to wait until I saw the Beetlejuice movie, but due to like a whole bunch of sickness that rampage in my house this last month, it never happened. And I then watched Danny from Danny's Mystics Beetlejuice tag, and I was like, okay, I just need to do it because it just looks so much fun. And October is already starting to fly by. So it is 7 prompts. It's all to do with Beetlejuice and quotes from the first Beetlejuice movie. And so yeah, I'm really excited. So the first one is It's Showtime, a deck that feels cinematic. So I chose the Villains tarot deck. I did try to pick all of the decks that are more October-y, fall, Halloween-y themed. Halloween-y. And Villains tarot deck, I just thought was perfect. And I mean, it's so cinematic. I'm a 90s kid, so, well, I was born late 80s, but still, I grew up in the 90s, and I have seen a lot of these movies in the theater. So, when I think cinematic, I totally think this deck. I remember seeing, I believe I saw The Lion King in the movies. My little sister, Alexis, was obsessed. I remember we went to see Snow White in the movie theater. It was just like, Snow White's very old, but they were just playing it in the movies. And I just remember specifically seeing it in the theater when I was really young. It was probably about 4 or 5, but I don't know, it just stuck out to me. I really love this deck. I usually steer clear from this publisher, Insight Editions, because a lot of their decks are I just feel it's a little money grabby, but some of them are awesome, and this is one that I love and my daughter loves. I do a lot of readings for her with this deck. There's actually a video we did a few years ago when the deck first came out. We did together for this deck, so it does feel really special to me. And yep, extremely cinematic, wouldn't you think? It's great cardstock too. And here are the backs. I love it. I love this deck. It is very pippy, but it reads pretty great. And it shuffles wonderfully. Yeah, so I really love this deck. Okay. Up next is the I'm the Ghost with the Most, a ghoulish deck. And when I think ghouls, I think of my Shadowland Tarot. I absolutely adore this deck. It's another mass market, so it is affordable. The guidebook is excellent. This is actually one of my favorite guidebooks. When I do readings for myself, I actually use this guidebook on like not all of the readings, but a lot of the readings that I do, I will pull this guidebook out to see the message it has for, even if I'm not using this deck, because it's so great. They will have, there's reflections, keywords, there's the shadow, there's a message, and then there's also, if like you're doing a finance reading, if you're doing a more physical reading, if you're doing a more love reading, I just really love the messages in here. And it is called Shadowland, and it's definitely a really good shadow deck with being really fun and quirky. I mean, look how cool. I love these characters. They're so sweet and so adorable. I mean, look at that Eight of Pentacles, getting better and better with their work. Oh, so good. The Page, look how her, the way that her face is being hidden. There's a lot of symbolism and meaning that you can get from this deck. It's very smart and done so well. The High Priestess, look at the little bat hanging upside down. Oh, so cute. You even got like the dark and the light. Holding a book, standing on the moon. My only thing, and I do love the backs. A lot of people who I've seen go over this deck didn't like the backs too much, but I love the backs. It's this gilding I don't like. That would be my only gripe about this deck, is I don't care for this gilding. It's kind of hard and it hurts my hands sometimes, but it's getting better. I've had this deck for a few years now. So, I mean, it does, this kind of gilding will kind of like soften, or maybe your hands just get more calloused and get used to it. I mean, look how smart this Justice is. The balance, the eggs on this side and the bird on this side. I mean, the nest. It's so smart, and I would say very ghoulish, wouldn't you say? And that's it. The guidebook shines. Like, we'll pick 7 of Pentacles, and I'll show you this guidebook. Pentacles. This is a feisty gardener in the midst of a very hungry plants. The gardener is feeding them and keeping them thriving and healthy, and in turn they reward the gardener with vigilance and protection. Unlike most plants, they seem to require stakes. Meat-eating plants are symbolic of an unusual situation that may require effort and a unique perspective. And then the message. So there's like the keywords, you know, effort, energy, industry growth, shadows, neglect, laziness, decline. And then this card appears to ask you to evaluate the current situation in terms of effort and return. Some aspect of your life may seem difficult or at times hard to manage and may require more effort than you're willing to offer. Ask yourself, is it worth it? I mean, that right there is such a great message. And then you can, it keeps going. It gives you so much information. And look, they even have like for health indications. You might be having digestive problems, financial outlook. This is a good time to invest in a savings account, Matters of Love. It's so good. Yeah, this is one of my favorite guidebooks. There's even some really cute spreads in the back. 3 cards, 4 seasons, elements, integration, shadow of the past. I love that one. 9 card blockbuster. So yeah, yep, it's really great. I love an excellent guidebook, and this does not disappoint. Very ghoulish. Ghosts with most. All right, number 3 is I myself am strange and unusual. A deck that is weird but lovable. And when I think weird but lovable, the Little Odd Tarot. Oh, this is such an adorable deck. Upside down. Oh, nope, it's not upside down. I'm upside down. What was I doing? It was probably from my last reading. But look how cute this deck is. It is very strange. It's a little odd, but extremely lovable. Yeah. It has one of my favorite cards, and it's the Empress. Oh, and look at this. Look at the little spider hanging down. Is this just not so freaking cute? Two of Cups. Where is the Hanged Man? I love a good vampire. Here's the Emperor. Where's the Empress? Because it is one of my favorite cards. I don't know what I was doing. I try not to read with reversals, but obviously this deck was all wonky. It's so cute. And it's very, you know, Rider-Waite-Smith, so it's very easy to read. But it has its own just quirky spin on everything. Look at the way it's balancing on his head. A cute elephant. Oh, maybe I passed up the Empress. Let's see. We try to go a little faster here. Oh my goodness, everything's upside down. All right, I must have passed it up. Let's go back to the beginning. This is great cardstock too. Look at this. Oh yeah, it's nice and bendy. And look how cool the Lovers is. Empress, where are you? There she is. Oh, isn't she beautiful? I love her. I love her so much. Look at the like leaves and her hair, the sunflowers. She even has the pomegranates on her shirt. She's so beautiful. I love her. Yep, the Little Odd Tarot. It's very odd, and oh gosh, I just really love. I love this cardstock. I don't know what it is, but it's excellent. It's excellent cardstock, and it does have a little book. As you can see, it's a little beat up, but very simple. But still, really, it has some really cute messages. This is some of the stuff I got with it. It was a Kickstarter that I backed, I guess maybe a year ago or so. Love it. It's so cute. a little odd. Illustrated. I have not been doing that, have I? Oh, I'm so horrible. Illustrated by Michelle Castro, with consultation from Ashton Maxwell. What was the other one? Oh, Shadowland was from Monica Bodersky. And then the villains, I did do that one. Inside Editions. Okay. Next up. My Whole Life is a Darkroom. A deck that is photographic, or a deck that feels like you are looking into a photo. So I chose the Magical Guidance cards. These are all photos. This is an Oracle ritual. I use it more for like rituals. It's a ritual deck that was created by the Astral Lady, who one of my absolute favorite creators on YouTube. Each card has on the back, it has some like keywords, and these are all photos that she took herself. This is such an excellent deck for my practice. I use it to create my own spells, create my own rituals. It's super potent, I guess would be the word I would kind of use. It's very magical, as it is the Magical Guidance. Look at that. I think that's the sigil card. I pull it all the time. Yeah. Sigil, talisman, amulet. It's funny because I use sigils all the time in my work. So, and I pull that card all the time. What I love to do, one, you can actually, so one way that I have used this deck is to actually, so say that you don't have salt right now. You can pull this and use it in place of the salt. You know, you can pull this card and use it for charging. It's so good. What I've done, and I think I've showed this before, and I use it sometimes also with the Ritual Tarot. It works great with that deck as well. It works great with any deck, honestly. So, and then I'll pull a card or two, and or even three, and then I will create a spell. So I will keep these on my altar, and then what they have on the back, so you know, shadow, ego, mask, broom, cleanse, clear, clean. So I would just create a spell with this. So I would put these there. I could grab a candle. I can do some carvings. I could like carve into the candle, you know, mask or ego, and work with like letting go of my ego, letting the spell, like letting the candle burn down, and as it does, you know, just let go of that ego, which is something I really do have to, I'm very mindful of, especially having a 13-year-old daughter. Your ego comes in a lot when you're trying to talk to someone who just does not want to listen. So, and the best way to get through to her, the best way to like communicate with her is to put down that ego, put down that mask of trying to be the mother, and just reach her as a person, because yeah, teenagers are hard. So, you know, and that is a way to like clear your energy. Grab a little broom and like sweep away that negativity. This is a very smart deck that it just works so well for me, and I find it, there are a few decks in my collection that I specifically work with for my you know, witchcraft and magic. And this is one that has become extremely important to me. So yeah, the magical guidance. It is all photos and incredible. And there's a lot of freaking cards. I think this is the Lilith version. I'm pretty sure it's the Lilith version. There's a few different versions. There's one that doesn't have anything on the back. There's another that I don't remember, but there are a few different ones, and this is the Lilith version. Okay. Number 5. Nice fucking model. Details, details, details. A deck that shines in the details. And that would be the Tarot of Vampires. This is one of those decks that has impeccable details. Oh, okay, sorry about that. That was the teenager. Where was I? Details. So this deck is full of details, and at first you think, oh, it's kind of gimmicky. I mean, I love it. I love corny, cheesy, gimmicky stuff, but it's not. It's really deep. And yeah, some of the cards do seem a little, look at this fool. Is he not incredible? Ugh. No, but it's an excellent deck. And again, an incredible guidebook. This is probably one of my absolute favorite guidebooks. And another one that you can just leave in your space and pull for any deck that you use. But specifically with this, I mean, all of this is just, it's so much info. But like, yeah, let me pull, here's one. 7 of Knives. So there's like the alchemy, kindred spirits, essence, message, and it keeps going. Look at that. It even has a whole symbolism section, and it talks about everything you see. The vampire angel is contained both in the moon and in herself. Like, it's so good. So this is all just about symbolism and what you see on the card. And then there's a whole shadow keywords. Like, it's really good. And then all this at the beginning, there's so much information. There's even, where is it? The alchemy. There's charts. There's even charts in here. Yeah. This is actually where I learned about like the mutable, fixed, and cardinal. It's taught me a lot. Do I remember almost all of it? No. The Sephiroth. But, you know, I have it. It's here. And it's amazing. Where is the Tree of Life? The Tree of Life is in here somewhere, so I'm pretty sure. Somewheres. Where is it? Here it is. So much information in this freaking book. Ian Daniels. And this deck is so perfect for Halloween. It's so perfect for October. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I love it. Devil's in the details. Okay. Look at the way that she's holding on to that and the bleeding. It's like it's hurting her. She's not letting it go. It's almost like a sacrifice. Yeah. Oh, so good. Definitely one of my more detailed decks. Up next, number 6. We are flying through these. Oh my gosh, am I gonna actually have a video that's not an hour long? I Don't Think We Survived That Crash. A deck that brings the harsh truths to the light. And that would be my Reclaim Oracle. When you first look at this deck, you're like, oh, it's pink and pretty. It's all lies. It is pink and it is pretty, but it packs a freaking punch. It is one of the decks that is so incredible for me for working with those intrusive thoughts that I have. It works with, look at that, criticism. It makes me see some of the darkness that I hide. And it's so great for journaling, which I've been doing a lot better lately, but I've definitely fallen when it comes to journaling. I did wake up this morning really wanted to decorate a journal. But yeah, no, I have been doing a lot better since I got this book. It's Ethany's new book, The Tarot Grimoire. I actually have been doing really great with that deck. I find it's been helping me get back into journaling. So this is the thing I've been using. What I've been doing is I will pull a card and then I will grab that page, which is page number 199, is where they talk about the Two of Swords, and I'll do the spread. So it's like the Two of Swords. What is the message that the Two of Swords has for me? And then, yeah. So I've been doing that, not every day, but like every other day or every 2 days. And it's been going really great. That Two of Swords, though, I think that's like second or third time I've pulled it. So, I don't know. I'm definitely in a Two of Swords era right now, I guess. Look at that rage. Oh, yeah. You think it is so beautiful. It's so pretty, but man, it can hurt. It will definitely tell you the truth. Look at that sadness. Balling yourself up. Hiding yourself away. Yeah. This deck's always been on my like favorites list since I got it, and it's definitely still going very strong. I did get one of the small little booster packs. I think it had like three or four cards in it. It wasn't that many. And I do know that there is another edition of this deck that maybe had just funded on Kickstarter. I did not get it because I'm so bonded with this deck, and I think there was only like 6 or so cards, but it's okay. I've never felt like this deck's incomplete. I have never felt like it's lacking or missing, so I'm not gonna miss any of the cards that it doesn't have, because it's a really strong deck. And that is number 6. And so now we are moving to number 7. And you let Beetlejuice out and you didn't put him back. A deck that can get a little out of pocket sometimes. And that would be my Mother Witch. Damn, I did a lot of oracles. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 tarot and 3 oracle that I showed. Okay. This is from Bat for Lashes. It is an oracle deck by Natasha Khan. And yeah, I have been using this for a few months. When I say I've been using it, I've really only pulled it out 3 or 4 times. I tried to go a whole week with using it, but it kind of fell through. However, that's not because of the deck, that's because of me and the place I've been in lately. My daughter got super sick at the beginning of September. We even ended up, she ended up hospitalized for a few days with pneumonia. And then once we got her home and she started doing better and was on the correct antibiotics, I got really sick. And I'm still dealing with a bit of a cough, and like right now my ears are completely clogged. I'm going on over a week of being sick. So yeah, everything's just kind of been falling to the wayside for me. Work's been insanely busy, but this deck, all that to say, this is an absolute incredible deck. Okay, not only do I absolutely love the colors, look how beautifully colorful this deck is. Again, I just love a good guidebook. But what this deck does differently, so look at that, the suspended one. I mean, isn't that amazing? And then you can see like time is stopped in different times, and then you see like the electricity. They're trying to like revive. Oh, so good. Okay, so what I really love is every card has a little ritual, and then now not all of them come with all three. Some of them will come with like 2 books or whatever, but they always have like cinematics, so you can go watch Rhythms of Dance if you wanted to, by Gabrielle Roth, to kind of get like the essence or feel of Hand of Self-Undoing, right? Or if you wanted to listen to a song, so you can pull a card and, you know, listen to the song. I Thought About Death, About Time by Benjamin Gustafsson. I did actually, in visual, The Hand of the Philosopher, an alchemical engraving. Yeah, and then literary, you can, there's their books. So this one comes with 2 books. So yeah, but what I did was I went through the entire deck and I created a Spotify playlist. I grabbed all of the songs down here, and I made a Spotify playlist called The Mother Witch. It's really good too, actually. We got some Kate Bush on there, some Stevie Nicks. There's a lot of Stevie Nicks actually in here. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun to do, and I really love that deck because of it. And I also really love the ritual. And then like this one is Potion, Inquiry. It's so good. Ritual. I love when Oracle or Tarot decks can be interactive like that. And yeah, this one's a lot of fun. And you know, like there's so much symbolism right now for me when it comes to like the covering of your face. That the Princess of Denial, and that 2 of Swords, and oh gosh, what is going on with me? Obviously I'm having a moment. This is one of my favorite cards. I think this was actually the first card I ever pulled when I first used this deck. The Hagazusa. Look at a spaceship. So good. So good. I absolutely love all these decks that I've showed today. And I mean, that's kind of like why I picked them, because 1, I love them, and 2, I definitely feel like they give off October-y vibes. And yeah, it is awesome. So that is the whole tarot tag. I will post all of the questions down at the bottom, and yeah, hashtag Beetlejuice. So I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all later. Bye.